Hello and welcome back. I am your host, Gwen Montoya. I'm a marketing strategist. If this is the first time you're joining me today, thank you so much for checking it out. If you're a returning listener, thank you so much for coming back. I know that most of us have a true love-hate relationship with social media, but it's also an important part of running a business. So on today's episode, I want to talk about ways that we can market and promote our business that don't rely on social media. Now, my focus is on integrative marketing, meaning connecting all of your marketing so that it works better. So in no way am I saying that we walk away from social media and we never use it. I just think that we can maybe use other tools as well. And that's what I want to talk about. If you're like most business owners, social media can be a hassle. If you do well, then you are also aware of the ups and downs, and you may have had your reach or even your sales overall impacted by algorithm changes that you don't have any control over. And you're probably also aware that social media accounts can get hacked, they can get banned, they can get shut down with pretty much no recourse at all. So let's talk about other ways that you can promote your business that don't rely on social media. And please remember that these are in addition to rather than instead of social media. I think that both things can work well together. My focus with this topic is just to help you get outside of the idea that your only option is social media. I tend to see marketing as something that connects in a big web. So the things that we do on social media, the things that we do on our website, the things that we do in our email marketing, they're all connected and they can all support each other. So again, I'm not saying we walk away from social media. I'm just saying let's not put all of those marketing eggs in one basket. I'm going to start with something that I think is most important when it comes to marketing outside of social media, and that is your email list. This is often your warmest audience. They have given you their email address, so they know enough about you at least to want to be on your list. And one of my favorite things is to really think about how we can move social media traffic and website traffic to our email list, because again, integrated marketing. So if you don't have an email list set up yet, this is the day to do it. Go ahead and get an email list set up, get email sign up forms on your website, get an email sign up form for your social media, promote your email list in all of the different places where you show up. If you already have an email list and you're not using it as often as you should, this is a good reminder to send an email to your list. If you don't have a welcome series, make sure that you're creating one of those. Figure out what you want to say in your email and take full advantage of that audience that is there and waiting and wanting to hear from you. Another way to get in front of new people without relying on social media is to attend networking events, to attend conferences, and to attend other in-person events, because there's nothing quite like that face-to-face interaction where you really get to know somebody and get to have a conversation. Now, you obviously can't add random people to your email list. Don't do that. But you can follow each other on social media. You can get to know each other a little bit better that way. And you can even set up an additional coffee date or a Zoom call to get to know somebody you met at a networking event a little bit better. For a more long-term perspective, we could look at SEO or Google Business Listing if you are a local business. This is more of a 3 months to a year kind of plan, but the best time to start, if this is something that you're interested in, is now so that it can pay off for you in the future. SEO is a really big topic, and I don't have time to go into it in depth today, but basically the goal of SEO is to answer questions that somebody might have about the kinds of services or products that you provide and make sure that that information is on your website. Blogs are often used for this because we can update blogs more often and we can get a little bit more focused with our optimizations. Another benefit of a blog, in addition to SEO, is that it gives you content to share on social media, including bringing those social media users back to your website where they could potentially sign up for your email list, or maybe your social media is interesting enough for them to want to follow you on social media. So again, there's multiple ways where you can stay in front of somebody. Now, the next one isn't for everyone, but starting a podcast or starting a YouTube channel can be beneficial as a way to promote what you offer. And again, this is a long-term plan. I wouldn't expect immediate success. That's not reasonable. But if you are thinking of diversifying how you do your marketing, podcasting, starting a YouTube channel, if those are in your wheelhouses, that might be an option for you. And if that seems like too much of a leap, all of the tech and the showing up, and I understand not everybody wants to do that. Another option is for you to be a guest on other people's podcasts or for you to write guest posts on different blog posts. Again, this is a long-term strategy. It's not going to have immediate payoff, but that is a way to do it where you are showing up, you are being active, you are getting outside of people you only meet on social media. Another benefit of guesting on podcasts is you get in front of brand new audiences who are already invested in what that host has to say, which is great because maybe you would never connect with them otherwise, but you can that way. A lot of times also these podcasts and these blog posts, again, there's SEO elements. So somebody searching for what you do could potentially find you through a podcast or through a blog post or through a blog post that you wrote for somebody else. If you want something that has more direct and immediate action, cold calling may work for you. For some businesses, I know they have great success with it. I don't think it's something I could ever do. It's not something I would ever feel comfortable doing, but I do know businesses who get most of their new customers through cold calling, and again, it gets you off of social media. It lets you be really direct in who you're targeting. If that's something you want to explore, just be prepared for rejection. And you'll also want to keep honing your pitch as you find what works for you and what gets you the best results. And finally, ads. Ads can be really effective for the right business at the right time and when the right things are put in place. However, if you're thinking everything else that I've suggested sounds hard and ads seem like the easy option, just be prepared that it's going to take a couple of months of running ads before you really start to see results. If you're going to hire somebody, my best suggestion is to check their references, actually talk to the people that they've worked with. And if they are guaranteeing anything, it's probably going to be a red flag. At the beginning, there's just too many variables to give any kind of guarantee. And if they are, that would be a huge red flag to me. Okay, I'm going to step away from my soapbox now. Social media is a part of our marketing landscape now, and I don't think that we can escape it. But it shouldn't be the only way that we market our business, because that is leaving us open to a lot of vulnerability and a lot of fluctuations that we probably don't want to have to deal with. And the good news is you do have options. You just have to think about which ones are going to be right for you in the long term and which ones fit best with your business goals over time. At the end of the day, you know your business best and you know what's going to work for your business. So my suggestion would be to pick one or two of the things that I suggested today and see if they have a positive impact on your business. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for, right? I want you to have positive impact in your business. I want your business to grow and I want you to feel comfortable in the process. That's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, please email me, gwen@gwenmontoya.com. If this has inspired you to try anything that is outside of social media, I would love to hear it. If I forgot something that you love to use outside of social media, please let me know.